Welcome back, guys. We've got another tutorial for you today. We're making a Turks head coaster out of paracord. I've got in front of me a printable tutorial from our website. We'll have a link to that in the description, but we wanted to cover this in video form as well, for those of you that like that better. So with some paracord and our standard tools of scissors and a lighter, let's dive in. So to start it out, we're going to be taping one end of our paracord down to the table. This is optional, but it just kind of helps get things organized, because the weave itself is going to look pretty tangled initially. And then on my other end, just so you guys see what I'm doing, I'm going to put a fid, so you can tell if I'm going over or under, because that'll be pretty important. So to start off, just make a single loop, and then another one across the top. So it's kind of this heart shape, if you were to look at it with this being the top. Now we're going to make one more loop on this side, so we have kind of a triangle now. But instead of going over this last cord, we actually need to feed it underneath. So you just kind of hold your mat down as you pull so it doesn't get messed up. Alright, so now our next loop is going to go across like this, but we need to go under this first starting cord. And if it's not taped down, you don't have to thread it through, but underneath this one. Alright, so once you have 4 lobes, this is kind of where your weaving starts. Because now to go through, we're going to be going over this first one, under the second, over the third, under the fourth, over the fifth, and under the sixth, straight through the middle like this. And again, you want to hold your mat down. Okay, so now it's done. It looks like there's 5 lobes here, but this is actually going to turn into our 6th one. We're going to bring our cord right alongside our starting one. Since we are just going to follow it through. We've done this with the Turks head mats that we've done in the past. Over this first cord, under the second, over the third, under, just right alongside of it, and pull that through. You want to make sure that you're not crossing over its buddy cord. You want to keep it on the same side through the whole thing. I'm going to tighten this mat down a little bit, just so that it's not falling all over the place. So to do that, just going to make each lobe a little bit smaller, down to about the size that we're going to want the end coaster to be. So now it's starting to look a whole lot more even than it was before. Alright, so continuing on, just follow that cord. Whenever the one next to it goes over or under, you just follow it right alongside. Alright, so now I've done the first doubling. So you see all of the cords are doubled now. Come back to where I started again. Before I move on, we're going to be doing 4 passes. You can do as many as you want, but for the 10 feet of paracord that I have, that's what it'll allow. Before I move on and do the next one, I'm going to tighten it down just a little bit more. This is a little bit bigger than the coaster would normally be, and we want to keep there from being gaps in the middle. So with my 4 wide one, I'm just going to tighten it down a little bit more. Alright, so now that's tightened down most of the way. I might have to readjust it when I'm done, but it's easiest to get most of that slack out of there beforehand. Just gonna do 2 more passes and we'll catch you at the end. Alright, so now I've gone the 4 times around and come back to where I started. I've also tightened it down a little bit, removed some of the gaps in there just by feeding the cord all the way through. I did that about 2 or 3 times, so it sometimes takes some trial and error to get it all looking nice and even. Still mine, isn't completely even, but at this point I'm gonna pull it up from the table. And so now where these cross over, we're now 5 wide. So we're actually going to back this cord, or standing end, to the back there, and thread this one through down to the bottom. Now flip this over, and this is where our seam is going to be. And so to make this flat, we're not going to melt our ends together. We're just going to hide them on the back side of our coaster. So to do that, we'll just cut our ends. You may want to leave just a little bit of slack or err on the side of caution, because there's no going back once you cut this. So I'm going to cut just past where I want the seam to be. And same with the other side. So now to finish that off, again, you can kind of do this however you want, but what I'm going to be doing is melting the ends and then just flattening it against the side like this. So there, it's just stuck to itself. You want to make sure that you do get it all tightened down how you want it first, because once you're gluing it to itself, the cords aren't going to want to shift around or tighten after that. Alright, so then from the top, it just looks like a seamless infinite loop. There's many different ways that you can do this. You can do it with wider cord and do fewer passes, or you could do it with even a smaller cord and do 6 or 8 passes. But this is kind of the one that I default to. It feels like the right number and the right thickness to me. Like I said earlier on, all the supplies used for this video can be found in the description, along with a link to that printout tutorial. If you guys like this tutorial, hit the like button. If you want to see more like this in the future, please subscribe. Otherwise, we'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching.